Guys, welcome back to Balls Fan TV, and today we're back with another video doing the match reaction to last night's 1-0 win against Waterford at the RSC. A game of two halves probably. First half we were very dominant and deservedly went ahead, and could have had more. We played that well. We dominated the game that much. Where we could have gone in at half time 2 or 3-0 up. But yeah, a very impressive first half. I had to dig in second half to see out the win, and I still thought we were very comfortable. Even when Waterford were putting on a little bit of pressure in the second half. I never felt like we were going to concede. We defended really well and picked up another really good win on the road. So yeah, you have to be happy with that. Another win. Doesn't really matter how you get it. It's just been, carrying on the momentum that we built over the last few weeks, and we certainly did that. But yeah, we take the lead, and I think it's the 18th minute. Dale Rowney's corner. It takes a bit of a bounce, and Todd is there to flick it in. I thought we fully deserved that goal. We started to dominate from that point on. Milked the ball really well. Got forward. Could have had a couple of more goals. McDonald had one where he hits it right at McMullen, and Collie Whelan had one as well that he probably should have got on target. But yeah, it was kind of like the Sligo game almost in the first half, where we just completely controlled the game, and we're probably very unlucky not to be going in by more than one goal up. Second half was where we had to dig in a bit. Waterford made a few changes at half time, and they really went for it, and they started to get hold of the ball and look a little bit threatening. But I don't think we were troubled really. Casper didn't have to make any big saves. We never really looked like we were going to let the lead slip. It was just a little bit disappointing that we weren't as dominant as we were in the first half. But I think the important thing is we managed to show two sides of us. The first half we showed the side to us that we've seen in games this season, where we've been in control of games. But second half we managed to show the side of us where you can say, right, this team will be able to hold on to leads when we're under pressure. We've got the ability to win games ugly, and that's something that you're going to need in a team if you're going to be up there come the end of the season. If you're going to be challenging, you need to find ways to win games even when you're not at your best. So the fact that we managed to do that last night is an encouraging sign of a team that's got a lot of strength and a good mentality, and a team that can be serious title contenders this season. We saw Sadou Diallo make his debut as well off the bench, and I've seen some people say that he was quite off the pace, which I think you can probably agree with it. He's not at full fitness, but I actually thought when he came on, we started to control the midfield a bit more. I think that was the big concern in the early stages of the second half. We were starting to lose the midfield battle a bit, and actually when he came on, we managed to orchestrate a good move. He got onto the ball and played it forward and found Dawson, and we got ourselves into a good area. So that was positive, but it's still clear that he's probably not at the level of fitness that's required to be playing week in, week out. I think you'd have to say once again, Pat Hickey and Sam Todd were the standouts. Every time that they're asked to do something, they're under a bit of pressure, they just deliver. They do their job. Todd getting his goal, Hickey again just being really solid, doing his job defensively, but also be a really good ball playing centre back. The first half I thought Devoy controlled the game, but look, we expect that from him every week, and each game he's just further proving the point of why he is the best in the league. But overall, another great win on the road. That's 4 wins in a row now, of course, and you're looking at the form Pats have got on now. That opening game, that result isn't looking too bad now. So yeah, it's been an excellent start. We showed two sides of ourselves last night. We showed the dominant side, but we also showed our gutsy side, which, like we said, is really important for a team. That want to be up there challenging this season. We need to be able to win games in other ways as well. So let's hope we can make it 5 on the spin in Dalymount Park against Galway next week. So that's where I'll end it. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment down below your thoughts on the game, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.